Welcome into Box Office Quarterbacks for the final time of 2022. I am Jeff. I'm joined by my good friend Eric. This is our end of the year special. But before we get into what we're going to do today, Eric, how you doing tonight, my friend?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm looking forward. Haven't talked to you in a while, man. It's been busy on my end, but man, we got a good selection of movies that we've all watched, probably some a number of times. So this is gonna be interesting to look back and take a look at some movies that we had rated, and then see how our thoughts have changed. And this should be a good one.
Yeah, so we're going to do four of the biggest movies from last year: The Batman, Sonic 2, Multiverse of Madness, and what was the final one we were going to
Thor:
do?
Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and
Oh, here we
Thunder.
go.
That one's going to change.
Here.
So we're just going to see if our opinions changed at all from the last time we talked about them. And we are going to start tonight with The Batman. Looking back at it, Eric, I know I was the highest on this movie when we did our episode, and it was in the pre-YouTube days, so you got to go back and listen to it
Yeah.
on Spotify. But I gave it a Hall of Fame. I said it was the greatest Batman movie ever made. I was in love with it. I have like all the Funko Pops on my wall now.
Hmm.
I still love that movie. I still like it a lot.
Hmm.
The one hang up is the runtime. It is about 30 minutes too long. I would still give it a Hall of Fame, but not as high of a Hall of Fame, I guess, as I would have leaving that theater the first
And
time.
and you're right. It was a good different take on the Batman because he literally did some detective work. So I mean that was good, but yeah, like you said, like the runtime was way too long, and honestly, I haven't watched it since. So I'm gonna have to ding that, and I think I had it at a Hall of Fame as well. So I might move it down to an All Star because that started it came out February, right? So it started the year off. It came out early in 2022,
Yeah.
so it started the year off for superhero movies. And right now, and it's not even recency bias. I think Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the best superhero movie that came out this year, and honestly, one of the best superhero movies that came out in recent times. So I can't put the Batman up there, especially since I've only watched it once. Because again,
Yeah.
it's that runtime, and it's like when he captured the Riddler, I thought, okay, that's it. But it went on for like 40 more minutes, so it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I gotta. It's a cool movie. I mean, I might watch it again if I'm ever on a plane and it's one of the options, so I'll check it out. But yeah, I'm a ding it a little bit and take it down to an All Star.
Yeah. I'm a crazy person, and I watched it 3 times in theaters. The third time I was a little bit falling asleep a little. But yeah, that's where I stand with that. I'm going to even say The Dark Knight is still the best Batman movie ever made.
Hmm.
Going back and looking at it, because it has more rewatchability.
Hmm.
It has a more memorable performance uh, from the villain, and even Two-Face in that movie, just Joker and Two-Face. So that's where we stand with that one. Let us know what you thought of the Batman and all these movies we're going to talk about.
Hmm.
Eric, I guess I'm just going to go in order from release date here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the next movie we're going to talk about is Sonic 2. And I know you loved Sonic 2 when it
I
came out. I think
absolutely
you gave it a Hall of Fame, right?
I did, and honestly, I'm not moving from that because that movie was just so much fun. Like with the Batman, like you knew what you get. Like I said, it was a detective movie. It forced you to think, and I'm not saying that like I had anybody who has to think in the movie theaters has to have whatever. It was the Batman was good for what it was, but Sonic, you knew you were gonna have fun. We got Knuckles, we got a tease of Shadow. Like they know what they're doing with this IP, and honestly, like I'm not moving. I thoroughly enjoyed Sonic 2. I can't wait for Sonic 3. I think it comes out the same day as Avatar 3, and I know what
Oh,
movie I'm going to watch. It's
we're
Sonic
all going to be
3.
watching Sonic.
So Yeah,
Me too.
Jeff, I know you liked the movie as well, but I don't know if you gave it as high as a Hall of Fame because I think on that podcast I was just crazy. But yeah, I'm still sticking
Yeah.
with the Hall of Fame because I love Sonic 2.
Yeah, I think I gave it a high starter, and I think I'm gonna keep it at a high starter. I'm still thinking about the end of that movie when they kind of do a callback to the Sonic video games,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a side-scrolling thing, and you see all the booby traps. That is one of the best sequences in video game movie history.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so good, and I love Jim Carrey, and I really hope he doesn't retire like he's talking about. Um, it's it is a starter movie for me. I like it a lot better than the first one, and I'm excited for a third one for sure. But yeah, I don't think I could move it up or down, and I haven't watched it since then. But yeah, that's where
But
we stand with that.
one more thing about Sonic is that a Sonic success really sets the bar high for me when it comes to watching Super Mario. So I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Super Mario because of Sonic, and Super Mario looks pretty. I think it's all animated. So
Yeah,
as opposed to Sonic, where we had some live action. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it just because of Sonic. So yeah, Sonic for me will always be a Hall of Fame.
yeah. Super Mario looks great. Sonic is now the new standard, I think, for video
Oh, for
game
sure.
movies. Yeah, which is crazy because they changed everything with the first movie after people talk crap about it. But
Hmm.
yeah, uh, love that franchise. Now moving on to another franchise we love, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is the movie I'm going to change these next two for sure, which is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which we're going to talk about right now. Uh, when this came out, I know Eric was a little on the fence about it already. I know you wanted to give it a starter, but you bumped it to an all star. I think after me and Gerald gave it an all star. I'm going to agree with you, though. From an all star, I'm going to move it down to a low starter because
Really?
there are problems with this movie, man. Problems I like. This movie was the multiverse of madness. I didn't expect them to go to one universe and stay there the entire movie.
Yeah.
That was my problem. I thought America Chavez was like a plot device the way they
Mhm.
used her in this movie. She was simply there just to open portals, and I didn't like that. They gave her really nothing to do. Um, I think they could have executed this a lot better.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm gonna move it. I gave it an all star. Benedict Cumberbatch, I think, was born to play Doctor Strange, but he couldn't. He did his thing, like his piano fight scene. I've watched Doctor Strange 2 a couple of times. So again, it's another fun movie, but it could have been better, like you said, if they went to the only they it was a cop out that when they opened the portal, him and America Chavez, they went to different universes, but they, like you said, they only stayed in one. The Illuminati getting killed, I don't have a problem with that. Whatever. Um, I think that that one sticking with one universe really is doesn't really show that it was a mold like it didn't show pretty much anything. And with the lead up to the movie too was just it was great. I was like, dang,
Yeah.
this really got me excited. Like the lead up was great. We saw the trailer after No Way Home. Um, just everything towards there was the lead up was fantastic. But then it was just kind of a dud after. And again, like I said, I watched it multiple times, and it's I just wish that like in some alternate universe, we're talking about the multiverse of madness, some alternate
Yeah.
multiverse, we see this film the way it's supposed to be. Because again, we all know that the pandemic messed up the release. So
Yeah.
maybe America Chavez was supposed to be in No Way, was supposed to be Ned in No Way Home. So a lot of that has to do with that. I mean, they couldn't hold on to it any longer. I mean, I understand releasing it. Then we get Charlize Theron in the end, and it's just like, wait,
Oof.
what's going on here?
That is
Um,
the worst post credit scene I've
And,
ever seen.
yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like right now, I'm gonna bump it down, but then it's just like I feel like this movie, especially as this multiverse saga continues to flesh out, we'll go back to this one, and this one will. it'll continue to flip flop for me. So for right now, I'm gonna bump it down to a starter. The next movie though, oh
Oof,
man, oh man.
man. Eric, we were crazy for this one. I think we both gave it an all star, which is Thor: Love and Thunder. And honestly, the movie is hilarious. It is a very funny movie, but when you have a villain called Gore the God Butcher and you have Christian Bale as the main villain in your franchise, you need to do something not what they did, which is make it the entire movie a comedy, not show Gore do any God butchering, 100% on the jokes. Uh, and then they killed Jane Foster at the end. And that really bothered the hell out of me because I wanted her to continue on. I gave it an all star. I'm going to give Thor: Love and Thunder a bench now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. We got to make up something other than bench. It got to be in the developmental league. Well, it gotta, it gotta go. It gotta, man. Thor: Love and Thunder was terrible. I'm gonna be honest.
Oof.
The jokes, I don't even really think were that funny. The only thing that was funny in that movie was the goats. That's it.
That
Um,
got old too.
yeah, I don't mind um, Natalie Portman's Jane Foster getting killed off because she definitely did not have like a good relationship with Marvel, and I was even shocked they brought her back. So they worked out something, but they set her character off on a, I guess, like on a high note going to Valhalla. So I mean that really didn't irk me too much. Um, yeah, Gore the God Butcher. We don't really see him. We see him kill one, and I think it's like off screen. Um, yeah, I don't like Taika Waititi was definitely feeling himself after Thor Ragnarok, and then they were here. They used this movie to just say how many jokes can we stuff into this into this character, and I'm just like at a point it kind of gets. I'm gonna sound like an old man yelling at the oh man, get off my lawn, but it's a little juvenile. It's like, come on, man, like what are we doing here? Like I
Yeah.
get it, man. You made Thor funny, but it's like the kid in the class clown where it's just like, all right, buddy. Now I'm really trying to learn here. Like you can chill out with the jokes. like come on, man. Like I get it, man, but what are we doing? And it's just I don't know. Like I get when directors put themselves in the movie, but they could there's also ways you can do it where it's not as obvious. Like the Russo brothers in Endgame. One of them is in the scene with Captain America, the support group. And I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. That makes sense. But Taika as Korg, and it's just like I don't know, man. It's I think now, like you even see it now, like Chris Hemsworth wants a different like version for the character if he's to come back, and I'm like, Thor does not deserve a fifth movie. I'll tell you that much.
No.
So
He can go against Kang in Secret Wars and die
yeah, man,
now.
he don't need like I guess, man, but like yeah, it was the jokes were corny. It was getting annoying. This one, like I don't know when I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna tell you right now, this gotta be in like the developmental league. But for our purposes, it's sticking on the bench. It's the 15th man. It's the 53rd man. It's Mr. Irrelevant. Whatever you want to say, man. I can't do it. Thor Love and
Undrafted free agent
Thunder,
that
man.
got signed
To the
for the
XFL,
practice squad. Practice squad. There you
man.
go.
Put him in the XFL. Put him in. No shade to the XFL. I'm looking forward to their new season too. But yeah, man. Thor Love
Yeah.
and Thunder. Yeah, they can keep that one.
Yeah. Um, so those are our four. Any other honorable mentions or any other movies you wanted to change your opinion on before we get out of here?
Uh,
Um, like Wakanda Forever, still a Hall of
Oh,
Fame for me. Still
still a Hall
great.
of Fame. Still a Hall of Fame. I'm trying to think what else. Did you watch Bullet Train?
Bullet Train is very, very good.
Okay.
Holy crap. I would give that an all star,
Okay.
100%.
All right. This is Bullet Train. Dang, so many movies come out, but it's always just like I'm always drawing a blank at what comes out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have too many. Yeah, honestly, like I said, Wakanda Forever, but that was the superhero movie of the year for me. Honestly, that was my favorite movie this year. So
Same here.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Wakanda Forever. We love it. Batman. We still love it. Sonic 2.
I love
Still
it.
love it. Multiverse of Madness.
Uh,
Thor Love and Thunder.
oh yeah,
Marvel. You made up for it at the end of the year
yeah,
with Wakanda Forever, but step up your game next year.
yes,
That's all we're saying.
yes.
That's all we're saying. All right, man. Well, I'm Jeff. He's Eric. This was our end of the year special. We will be back a little bit later this week with Glass Onion, the Knives Out, newest Knives Out movie. So we'll be back with that. Like and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
Oh
We will
yes.
see you guys. Yeah, TikTok too. Yeah. We'll see you guys very, very soon.